Once upon a time, the fashion industry prided itself on its designs. However, the introduction of what is now known as fast fashion has changed the once great industry into something not so wonderful. According to the fashion rating company Good On You, fast fashion is defined as cheap, trendy clothing that samples ideas from the catwalk or celebrity culture and turns them into garments in high street stores at breakneck speed. In essence, fast fashion is all of the brands that most of us shop at today. The idea of fast fashion is that instead of having only two collection releases each year, the spring, summer, and autumn, winter, like most high fashion houses do, fast fashion brands pump out new collections on an almost monthly basis, allowing brand new stock to be put on the shelves almost weekly to keep up. This frequent rotation of stock creates a unique shopping experience for consumers. Fast fashion brands such as Cotton On, Kmart, Target, and the like use their store layouts to entice their customers to purchase more than they need. Each store is laid out in almost the exact same way, barring restrictions that come with different store sizes, of course. As part of my research on this, I had a chat with some employees of fast fashion brands, and what I discovered is that each of the displays and product placements within the stores is sent to them with each new stock shipment. This means that unlike smaller boutique stores, the employees get no say in the way the store looks. Although this is good in terms of consistency between stores, this means that what we are being shown as we enter is strategically placed to maximize our spending. How many times have you gone into a store such as this, planning on buying just one t-shirt, and 3 hours later walk out with a couple of $100 worth of clothes that you don't really need? That is the influence of fast fashion. According to a video by The Economist called The True Cost of Fashion, over 300,000 tons of clothing go into landfill from Britain alone. This is a result of the push by fast fashion brands to buy more and more of the things that we want by disguising them as things that we need. And because of this, more and more people are throwing away old clothes, some of which have never even been worn. Aside from the waste that happens at the end of the fashion supply chain, the beginning and middle are incredibly harmful as well. From the cotton field factories, fast fashion is having a huge impact on our environment, an impact we are only now noticing. It is estimated that one cotton t-shirt will take over 2,000 litres of water to make. This is a huge strain on our natural resources, not to mention all the chemicals that are used to grow the cotton, including pesticides, to process it and to dye it. This constant use of chemicals in our clothing is starting to have a visible impact on our cotton farmers and the land they work on. As steep as the environmental cost may be, the social cost may be even higher. The idea of this cost at what cost, as discussed in Andrew Morgan's 2015 documentary, The True Cost, touches on this subject in great depth. To produce such quantities of clothing at a cheap cost to the consumer while still allowing the big businesses to thrive, the middleman, the manufacturer, loses out. Bangladesh is currently the largest source of offshore garment manufacturing. The reason? The seamstresses and factory workers work for pennies, pulling long hours for horrid pay in absolutely awful conditions. These people slave to make affordable fashion. The 2013 disaster of the Rana Plaza collapse was an eye-opening event for the world. In the collapse of this building and subsequent death of hundreds of garment manufacturers, the world saw in violent detail the effect of putting profit before people. Fortunately, some brands are taking a step in the right direction. Ethical and rentable fashion is slowly making its way into the public view, showing that it is still possible to look good without having too much of a negative impact on both the environment and the manufacturer. As consumers, it is up to us to show those unethical fashion brands that we don't agree with what is happening, and that if they don't change, then we as a society will no longer support them. If we don't, the tragedy that was the Rana Plaza and the environmental destruction will only be the first of many issues to come.